This is how to make a narcissist regret taking you for granted. Hey there, survivors of narcissistic abuse. Welcome back to the channel. Today, let's dive into a truth bomb. Those narcissists who took you for granted, they're starting to feel the burn. When you were there for them, giving your all, they didn't appreciate a thing. But now that you've gone your separate ways, they're realizing just how much they lost. As they move on to new supplies, whether it's a new partner, friend, or colleague, they're getting a harsh reality check. Nobody they encounter measures up to you, and they're feeling it. Let's unpack why they're kicking themselves for letting you slip away. When the realization finally dawns on them, it hits them like a ton of bricks. Every little thing you did for them, it all comes bubbling up to the surface. You see, there's a misconception in the narcissistic world that these folks are emotionless robots, devoid of feelings. Sure, they've got feelings, but they're all twisted up, warped by their own delusions. But deep down, they know when they've had a good thing going, when they've milked the source for all it's worth, without ever giving credit where it's due. They know it when they look themselves in the mirror. They know they've been selfish, ungrateful jerks. But it's only when they've lost you that it finally clicks. Out there, trying to cozy up to new sources of supply, they're finding it ain't as easy as it was with you. They're bumping into other toxic characters, other narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, you name it. And they can't quite get the same quality of juice they got from you. So yeah, they're still offering up their same old skeptic to these new prospects, but they're getting a lesser deal, a watered-down version of what they had with you. They know they've come up short. They know they've hit a losing streak. They know it now crystal clear in every fiber of their being. They've drawn the short straw with these new suppliers, and boy, do they feel it. So here's the deal, and it might not happen right off the bat. For those of you who've been waiting and wondering why you haven't received a Hoover yet, or any sign that the narcissist regrets losing you, let me tell you, they're stubborn as a mule. They've latched onto a new supply, thinking it's all sunshine and rainbows. But reality's going to hit them like a ton of bricks real soon. Right now, they've burned the bridge with you. They've pulled off some brutal discard or reverse discard, or they just turned into such a toxic mess that you had to cut ties. They're clueless about how to approach the situation. So what do? You might get some weird comment on your social media post or a lame "Hi, how are you?" text. That's their level of engagement, folks. They lack the chops for a real conversation. Maybe some of the less intense mid-range narcissists will come at you with apologies. Who knows? I've seen it happen. But let them apologize till the cows come home. Never let them back into your life. Truth is, sooner or later, they're going to hit a rough patch on their journey. They'll realize they blew it by taking you for granted. It'll become crystal clear to them. Whoever they're with now ain't holding a candle to you. They're still putting in the same effort they did with you, but they're getting squat in return. They'll figure out they had something special with you from the get-go. Whether you were a friend, family, lover, co-worker, or just an acquaintance, they knew you were one in a million. That's why they mirrored you, pretended to be on your wavelength, and dangled future dreams in front of you. They did it all to lower your defenses. But deep down, they knew you were unique. They knew you weren't like the others. But then they got delusional. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. Or they got shiny object syndrome and chased after something flashy, only to realize it was just cheap imitation. That's the fate of the narcissists who mess with you. So here's the deal. It's going to hit them like a ton of bricks, a big old reality check that they messed up big time. They took you for granted, plain and simple. Selfish, ungrateful. You name it, they were it. Deep down, they know it. But will they admit it to you? Well, maybe some of the lower-level narcissists will, but those big-shot ones? Nah, they're too proud for that. They won't want to seem desperate, you know. So instead, you might get a lame "Hi, how are you?" text or a random like on your social media post, just something to bait you into interacting with them. That's how they roll. But mark my words, they'll regret losing you for the rest of their days. It's inevitable. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're feeling generous, There's a donation link in the description. And if you want some one-on-one time with yours truly, you can find a link down there too. Alright, catch you in the next video. Peace out.